Hi everyone, welcome to part 2 of the perspective drawing values assignment. So for this part you're going to need a pencil, an eraser, a ruler, and a marker, and you're also going to need your outlined letters. If you have not finished outlining your letters in either pencil or Sharpie, please go back and watch that video on how to do that. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put my vanishing point towards the bottom of my artwork. If you put your words towards the bottom of your paper, then you're going to want to put your vanishing point towards the top. But if you have your words towards the top like I did, I'm going to have plenty of room at the bottom to put my vanishing point. And I'm going to put it kind of in the middle. And now I'm going to start to connect every corner. I'm going to draw a straight line that connects from the corner to the vanishing point. So if it's a right angle or a pointy corner, it's a straight line. If, I'll show you in a second what happens if I get to a curve. But if it kind of crosses into the letter or crosses into another letter, then I'm going to just stop. I don't want to go into the inside of the T or inside of the R. So I'm going to go and stop at the R. And now I'm going to get to some areas where there's a little bit of curve. So I will use this pointed corner, get the points real quick. But when I get to the R, when I get to this top part of the R, I'm going to use the farthest possible edge of the curve that I can draw a straight line to the vanishing point. So I take my curve and I find the farthest possible point, boom, right there. That's as far as I can go without touching. Now I'll do that one, and I'm going to just repeat that process. I'm going to pick up the pace of the video a little bit and just kind of fly through these last pieces. A lot of the top corners are just going to get hidden behind the other letters. That's okay. You still want to draw those lines. All right, so now that I've got every corner, I'm going to take my ruler, I'm going to start at the bottom, and I'm going to just slide it down. And I want to make a parallel line, 2 or 3 inches down from my original bottom line. And now this is going to become the back edge of my letters. And I'm going to just draw a straight line across, but I'm going to be light with it right now because there are some times that I'm going to move. Now I'm going to move those horizontal edges, those bottom edges of each letter, I'm going to move those down. First, the U has a curve, so I need to try and find a U and try and recreate the curve of that U, and I'll do the same thing for the S. I'm recreating the curve of the S down here at the bottom. Then I'll take the bottom of the T. So now I've done all the horizontal lines. I'll repeat that same process with the vertical edges. And now here there's a little curved spot there. I think I put that in the wrong place, but I'm usually I'm taking a rough estimate of the distance, and I'm kind of guesstimating where that curved part will be. So there's an S, bottom part of that S. And again, I'm just making sure that the back edge is parallel. It has the same direction, angle, or curve of the front edge. So if the front edge is horizontal, the back edge will be horizontal. If the front edge is vertical, then the back edge will be vertical. After I've got a pretty good sense of my lines, I'm going to just go over the lines that I want to keep. I'm going to go over them in a bold Sharpie. You don't have to do this process. You can also use just a dark pencil. That's okay. I just now realized, now that I see it in bold, I definitely messed up on the R, the top part of the R a little bit. But that's okay because everything I can fix in the computer when we do the digital part of this project. So I'm just going to kind of go through. After I've got a good sense of my perspective pop out, I'm going to erase all those extra pencil lines so that I'm left just with the, hold on, I just touched up that spot. So I'm left with just the marker lines, and I'm going to start to shade the edges. And now the way that shading works is you want to shade all the edges that go backwards away from you. You want to shade from dark to light. And now the letters on the left will get shaded dark to light, left to right, whereas the letters on the right will be the opposite. It'll be dark to light, right to left. So you shade from right to left on the left side, left to right on the left side, and right to left on the other side, on the right side. And then I'm just going to keep shading, light, dark to light, dark to light. And then once I've kind of finished shading, I will go over it with a paper towel or a cotton swab or a cotton ball and just kind of give it a once-over smoothing to kind of erase any sort of, or to kind of blend and smooth any sort of pencil lines. As you finish your shading, just take a picture of your finished shaded artwork and upload it to the assignment called Perspective Pop Out. That will be posted in your Google Classroom over the weekend. If you have any questions or you're struggling with this part, please reach out to me over Google Classroom and we can set up a time